What's up guys, Syiler here, and we're back with another rare mount guide. This mount guide is going to be on the Swift Zulian Panther, and this is a rare mount that comes from Zul'Gurub Heroic. It's on a 1% drop chance and it drops from High Priestess Kilnara. Now this is an account-wide mount, so when you do get it, you'll be able to use it on all your ults or on the same battle net, so that's pretty cool. Now we're going to need to go to Zul'Gurub, which is located in Northern Stranglethorn, and then here you'll find the entrance into the Zul'Gurub Heroic. Now you'll want to make sure you've got your dungeon difficulty on Heroic, because otherwise you won't actually be able to enter the instance. There is no normal version of this dungeon. So make sure you switched on to Heroic difficulty if you're not too sure on how to do that. Right click on your character portrait, which is where you see your health and your face and your mana and your level, all that stuff. And then go down to dungeon difficulty and put it on 5-man Heroic. So now that we're on Heroic difficulty and we're inside, this place isn't going to be easy to solo at all. When I made this video, I'm on a 476-ish item level. So a few epics, few raid epics, a couple of looking for raid, and some blues. Not amazingly geared, but definitely not undergeared either. So take that into consideration. If you are struggling, you may need to bring a friend or get some more gear. Now this should be easy for classes that have sustain and heals, like paladin has heals, enhance, druids. Classes that are able to kind of keep themselves alive should be okay. So as you see, I dodged this mob on the bridge, but you can run straight past him and just keep running, and eventually he will reset. So that's no problem. And the first mob in the instance, certain abilities do need to be interrupted, otherwise you'll take quite a lot of damage, so keep that in mind as well. So here you can fight either the left pack or the right pack. I decided for the left pack because I find it much easier. And basically it's a race against time. These mobs put a stack in poison on you, and you just need to AoE them down and kill them. Now you can dispel the poison if you have a dispel for poison, so keep that in mind and definitely use that if you're struggling. And then we're going to head around here. This Tiki Lord isn't too difficult, and as you notice I'm skipping a lot of the trash, just trying to avoid as much as possible, take advantage of the fact that I'm level 90 and I can skip some of it, so definitely do that as well. Now if you're a rogue or a druid or something like that, you can probably stealth past all of this and not have to worry about it, so keep that in mind as well. None of the trash needs to be killed to kill the bosses. So now we're on our way to the boss's room, and we'll have 2 more trash packs. These are the more difficult ones. The troll can be CC'd while the cats can't, so I'd focus down the cats and CC the shadow hunter just to get them out of the way nice and quick. And then once they're dead, we'll be moving on to the last pack and the most difficult pack in here. To be honest, if you can kill this pack, you should be okay with the boss. This is a quite difficult pack to get through. So I'm going to make use of CCs here. I'm going to Repentance the Priest, and I'm going to use a stun as well, and then just pop some cooldowns to burn these mobs down as quick as possible, because they do hurt, and they have a lifesteal as well, so just make sure you're making the most out of what you've got here, and play smart. Don't underestimate this pack at all, because you'll probably die from it. They do quite a lot of damage. I said do, come on man. So now that all that's dead, we're onto the Priest, and then we'll be able to move into the boss room. So remember, this is a 5-man Heroic 85 dungeon, so it's not going to be too easy to solo, so don't worry if you are struggling to solo it, just try and get a friend, or as I said, do get some gear, as it is very difficult. Now at this point I did stop the video and wait for my cooldowns to come back up, and then brought them, started the fight once my cooldowns were ready. And as you can see, I'm killing these cats. Now they are asleep, but a certain percentage of the boss's HP, she'll wake all the cats up and you'll have to deal with them all at once. So it's better to get them killed first rather than later, and you can deal with them at your own pace this way instead of having to deal with them all at once. Now you can pull as many as you want. If you're comfortable with pulling all 4 or even more, then do that, or if you're not, just pull 1 at a time. And the boss does do some abilities that you can interrupt and stop damage basically, so if you are taking too much damage, just switch to the boss, interrupt, and then switch back to the cats. Take this at your own pace. There's not really an enrage that you should worry about. So just, take it at your own pace here. Kill a cat, heal yourself up, interrupt the boss, kill another cat, do what you need to do. So with all the cats dead, I'm going to pop all my cooldowns now and burn the boss. In phase 2, around 40% she transitions into the cat. Doesn't really do anything you need to worry about. Does some more damage, and kind of the longer the fight goes on, the more damage that will be done to you. So you do want to try and get that killed as quick as possible, and maybe even save your cooldowns for the second half of the fight rather than the first. And with the boss dead, you may or may not have got the mount. Remember, it is a 1% drop chance, and you can only do this dungeon once per day, as it is a heroic dungeon, so you can come back every day and have a chance at the mount. So good luck, thanks for watching guys, look out for more videos coming soon, see ya!